Hi, surprise! This is Grandma Barbara A. Prokopich. Yes, I was a candidate for President of the United States, Commander-in-Chief. And yes, they swept me under the rug like they usually do with all the candidates they didn't like. And the Democrats are still trying to do all they can to take us out. Yes, you better believe this is the time that try men's souls for many things and many to come. I don't know what Mr. Obama's doing overseas, but you know what? This summit could have been put on hold. However, they did have a visitor there, a monk, who came in and said a prayer over their summit. And it's kind of exciting because they got all upset that he was even there, prematurely. Maybe he was heaven sent. Did anyone ever think of that? I am trying to let you know that I am a conservative. I've been with you for a long time, and I want to continue. I'm watching Mr. Obama every step of the way, and our so-called sweet Democrats who can't come to a conclusion, maybe to tie their shoe or something like that, but when it comes to the American government and the American people, are we going to get another same old, 4 more years? Well, I tell you, there's not many promises out there, and Israel has already used their promise up because when they got irritated and their enemy wouldn't listen anymore, guess what they had to do? Yes, the blood is being shed for children, women, and all sorts of people, but you know, they were warned and warned and warned again, but they won't listen. And is our American Congress going to be the same way, and our senators? You can take it behind closed doors. And as far as Mr. Reid goes, get him out as quick as you can. And Miss Pelosi as well. She's a Communist Party leader, and she's not going to change for America or anyone else. Not until her whole breadbasket is taken away from her. Because all she's considering is all these earmarks that's going to enslave the American people. I believe in freedom for all people of the United States, and in God we trust. So if she does not like it, I think she should get herself a first-class ticket to Canada. We have a republic here for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, and liberty for all. And please don't forget that, not for a minute. I have seen some great senators, Mr. Walker, Mr. Ryan, and a few others that are standing up to the pedal to run for the next 2016. But will we make it to 2016? Our physical cliff, they're saying, is January 1. Well, they don't sound like they're trying very hard. And I'll tell you, when it comes to the news media, quit bringing up your liberal ideas, because this one's going to get your pocket too. And a lot of you are going to be like the little Twinkie fans. You're going to be out of a job. 18,500 people going to be without work. Now that's really going to do a doozy on our economy. I am Barbara A. Prokopich. I want to be a voice of the people and get you informed on anything that goes on in the United States. Anything. So that you will know what's happening. And I ask you to bow your head in prayer for those warriors that in Texas were cut in half and 4 people lost their lives. But there's one thing about it. Even though they were sergeants at arms and they were with their wives, one guy pushed his wife out of the way to save her life. Those 4 were sergeants of different arms of services. But you know what? They're no longer in pain, and I just bet you that most of them are already with the Almighty in a much, much better place. So it brings tears to my heart, and I hurt inside just thinking about it. But, you know, we can do something about that. We can learn from it. We can learn how we can be more careful in everything of what's going on in this country. We can try to be always visible and always out there and pushing for our brothers and our sisters, being our brothers' keepers. And as far as New Jersey goes, my prayers are with you also. The sham you've been through has been more than almost anyone can bear. But you must realize, Jersey as well as New York, where Mr. Bloomberg's got his fat lip going all the time that they're being persecuted, there are grandmas on the other side of this planet, yeah, in the state of Washington, on the northwest side, and they go without a lot of things every day. Some of us don't even have a bath. And the thing is, we have no running water, or maybe our heat is off. And if we don't yell loud enough, it doesn't get turned back on. So please, don't consider yourself the only one out there with a sorry picture. Even though the water came up to your eyebrows, you're still alive. And those that died, some of it was stupidity, some of it was because their own relatives didn't take the time to care. I am Barbara A. Prokopich, a conservative who was running for president for your behalf and want to be supporting you every day of every month of all times to come. So don't hesitate to write to me. Post Office Box 62, Meade, Washington 99021. Barbara Prokopich. Oh, my husband, he was a little bit of Polak, and his relatives came from Russia. So what? I'm an English girl, and my family came up on a farm, and they had blisters on their hands to prove that they had worked every day of the week. So if you have to have diamonds and jewels, then you're in the wrong country, because Obama's trying to make sure you don't have those much longer. I pledge allegiance to this flag for the United States of America, for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, and liberty for all people. Why should we keep visiting our cemeteries for our soldiers to die? Because that's what's going to happen next. If Israel can't get things under control and they end up at Armageddon, you will see blood flowing in the streets. The Bible mentions that. It mentions the blood could be up to the horse's bridle. And they're not kidding about that one bit. As far as Mr. Reid and Pelosi and Graham goes, do yourself a favor. Get them out any way you can. And if Mr. Obama doesn't want to carry this burden, then get off the boat and we will start impeachment proceedings. Oh, you can call us a whistleblower, you can call us what you like, but it still remains the same. This is an American republic for which it stands, Mr. Obama, and if you don't like it, get off the boat and find another way to swim. Maybe to Canada or over to your Chinese friends. The thing remains that we will pray for one republic for which it stands under nation, under God, and invisible for all people. I can't do much from this side of the pedestal, but I'll tell you what, I have been really surprised and happy to find out there's 6 or 8 senators out there that are willing to take the bull by the horns. And I thank you for that. And please work diligently overnight if necessary. And if through the Christmas holidays, so be it. Democrats, get off your high pedestal, because you're about to fall off the wall. And there won't be anyone to pick you up. And you'll have only yourself to blame. I'm considering Canadian citizenship if we can't get Obama to move in the right direction. How dare he take off from this country when we need him the most? He did it before, and he'll do it again. Do me a favor and work overnight into midnight hours, whatever. But contact me, and I'll be glad to put out the word or do whatever I can from this end. Yes, Thanksgiving's coming this coming week, and we have so much to be thankful for. So you may not have all your meal put together, or you don't have a meal at all, but you still have your life. You have the right to freedom, freedom of speech. Use it. Go out and tell other people, hey, happy Thanksgiving. Be kind and considerate of their needs and stuff. And if you don't have a turkey on the table, what's wrong with chicken? What's wrong with just a bowl of vegetables? Did it ever occur to you that the first Pilgrims had very little, and if it wasn't for them making peace with the Indians, they wouldn't even have had a turkey. They probably shot it and brought it in themselves. So consider all the alternatives. There's not too many left. If we don't want to be like Israel and be bleeding all over the place because we're tired and we want to take Gaza back as Israel does, then you must realize that kind of pedestal, that kind of picture can be right in our backyard very soon. I wasn't warning you in the past of what was to come. I was telling you the truth, that we can be another Syria here in the United States if Mr. Obama and the Democrats don't get off their dead you-know-what ASSs. I thank you very much, but I will be in contact with you. This is Series 1 of a new generation, and we must take it somewhere. 2016, Obama, you have a great movie out. I haven't seen it yet, and I don't think I want to. If it's anything of what the past is, I won't be impressed a bit. I thank you. I am Barbara A. Prokopich, a write-in candidate, and I will try again in 2016, but this time I'll get on the ballot in every state. You mark my words. I thank you and have a wonderful holiday. Bye now.